Hello everybody, this is Scad Warrior 2. It's been a while. I've been kind of busy with life. You know how that gets sometimes, but I wanted to stop today, which is Sunday, June 13th, the day before my stepdaddy's birthday, and post a video. But first I want to start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, hello humans, non-humans, Americans, and non-Americans alike. I wanted to speak to you today about hypocrisy, about, I forgot all about that, and fear. I have some notes, so you'll have to forgive me. I'll be looking at them. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Last year, there was an female Army soldier in boot camp that was killed. Her name is Vanessa Gillen. It's a really horrible thing that happened to her. The government supposedly went to her family 3 times offering them money to not investigate this further. Evidently, they're a family that doesn't have very much. They kept upping the ante and upping the ante, and they told the government, no, I'm not doing it. My stepdaddy, Mr. T, found out about that and said that he would have it investigated to the fullest extent of the law, which I believe. However, it appears to have been stalled. You hear something every once in a while about it, but then it kind of goes from memory. And another thing that's gone from memory is the Jussie Smollett case in Chicago. You know, the Trump people that put a noose around him, that he kept the noose on until the police got there. Why would you keep a noose on? That's really weird. The whole thing, well, we know what happened, and we know about that prosecutor, Kim, what's her name? Anyway, whatever happened with that case? Because the city of Chicago sued him for all the extra overtime and all they had to spend, and in the end it was a hoax. And he said, no, I'm not paying it. So that brought on another lawsuit. But we haven't heard anything about it. I wonder what happened. And Horace, Horace, whatever happened to the server? Haven't heard anything else about that. Whatever happened, let me make sure I've got this right. Whatever happened with, whatever happened with Ambassador Stevens in Benghazi? Whatever happened with that? What was he looking into? What did he know? What happened? Remember, it was supposed to have been caused by a video. Why was the stand down order sent? Why haven't we heard anything else about that? It drifts from memory. I don't know why. What about all the destruction of evidence for the emails that Horace did, and telephones, and SIM cards, yada, yada, yada? Whatever happened to bringing charges against that? I don't know. Whatever happened about Eric Holder? You know, Fast and Furious. He was charged with contempt of Congress because he lied by omission of facts. And when it was time for sentencing, the judge dismissed it. Totally. Wonder whatever happened with that. Also, hold on, please. Sorry. Whatever happened with James Alefantis, the Pizzagate Comet Ping Pong owner? I believe that was his title. I don't know exactly who was involved somehow in that whole thing. Alefantis means lover of children or infants. His real last name is Rothschild. Why is this guy still walking around? James Alefantis. Look it up. His given name is Rothschild. Sickening. Sickening. And what's happened to Linda Basur? Remember, you see her all the time with all of the, the TV star people, on the Democrat side. You see her all the time. Haven't seen her in a while. Wonder what happened. I don't know. And whatever happened with SCOTUS? I don't even know if there's anything we can do about that. They were given evidence and they basically said no comment. Wouldn't even look at it. They work for us. Us. They're not their own entity. What's up with that? I believe Clarence Thomas still is pure. I hope he's still pure. I know he was up until a couple of years ago. I still hope his values are holding true. He's the only one that I can say. Because I believe that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, along with George W. Sr., were both executed by IV. That's what I believe. And this defense secretary, I don't know the name, the new one, recently said, Al-Qaeda is not our enemy. Are you kidding me? Whatever happened to that? I don't see that comment anymore. I don't know. Also, did you know that George Floyd's family was given $27 million before the verdict was rendered? Did you know that? If I'm not right, let me know, because I've used my sources. So if I'm wrong, tell me so I can look into that further, because I don't want to be passing on disinformation like lots and lots of other channels on TV do. So please let me know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I know that there is a lot of fear these days, which fear can take different names. Doubt, those types of things. My mom called me today and said that she had watched a Joel Osteen service today. I don't usually watch him. He has his place. He was a stepping stone of me coming to the Lord, so I don't have anything negative to say about him. Whatever it is people say is him and the Lord. It's not up for me to say. But he gave a sermon on May 23rd that was aired today called Ignore the Roar. And what he talked about is the enemy. The enemy roars around as a lion. He's not a lion. He's as a lion. If we are afraid and intimidated by a lion, then we're easier to capture. Count on that. But in the animal kingdom, most of the charges animals make at each other, 90%, are just for show. And whoever backs down first loses. Loses their status, loses their whatever. Their what's it called? Challenge. They lose it. The lion's roar, to me, represents the evil world. That roar is very loud, and it is very intimidating, and it keeps people away. But, like I said, people say, I don't know if I want to test it, but people say if you stare down the lion as they're coming to you, yeah, they'll knock you over, but they may not kill you. If you run, they will kill you, period. So we have to face fear, the enemy, down. Plus, as we hear the roar, there are other noises in the fields, the desert, the jungle, whatever it is, Sahara, whatever it is, you know what I mean, safari. There are other noises off in the distance, grass rustling, other animals. That's a distraction from the main roar, which, to me, is whispers. Whispers from the evil one. If the big roar doesn't catch us and make us stop, then the whispers will. Because the whispers will tell you, well, no, you're dumb. Why would you say that? Nobody's going to believe you. Why in the world would you even say that? Your family thinks you're crazy. Anybody have that? Hit the like if your family thinks you're crazy, or someone in your family thinks you're crazy and will not listen to you about anything. So we kind of know who it is. Hit the subscribe while you're here. I'm going to start putting on more content now that things have calmed down a little bit with me. I also wanted to tell you, oh no, I already said that, sorry. King Hezekiah. In 2 Chronicles, chapter 32, I believe, Hezekiah was challenged by the Syrian army. The Syrian army sent him a letter with all kinds of threats, saying that they were going to defeat them. He sent some of his army to scream things at them, intimidate them, and plant doubt into their head. Hezekiah said, no, we are not going to believe them because our Lord is with us. He sought out Isaiah, a prayer warrior, so they could all pray. When you're having doubts and when fear is coming against you, seek out someone to pray with you. Seek them out. I will pray with you. There are lots of 800 numbers for prayers, actually, believe it or not. There are. So, in Hezekiah, they won. The Lord sent an angel and killed the entire Syrian army because Hezekiah had faith. He was not afraid. He did not listen to the roar of the enemy. We must do the same thing. We must do the same thing because the Lord will fight for us. Our Lord is a lion. He doesn't disguise as a lion. He is the Lion of Judah. He is with us, and He is within us. We have to remember that and not be distracted by all these voices in our own head that are our own voice, and on TV and whatever else it is, videos that are trying to infiltrate your thought and your heart. We cannot let them do that. Plus, the enemy has nothing new. They don't have any new tactics. It's still walk around roaring, making fun of people, mocking people, and whispering doubt. Doubt and faith cannot exist at the same time. We all know that. So, we have to keep our faith. I've been praying since 2017, since my stepdaddy won, every day at 11:21 a.m. The significance of 11:21 a.m. is that's the time he came down the escalator and announced his presidency, run for president. Every day, I have an alarm set on my phone. I pray that the truth be shown, the light be shown, and it cannot be spun any other direction except what it is. And if that means that my stepdaddy is not who he says he is, then get him out. I ask God to get him out. Get out all the liars, get out all the deceivers, get out the darkness, shine the light on people, on events, on companies, organizations that cannot be changed once you see it. That's the thing. People will not see it. They just won't. I pray that every day and will continue to. Some people say, oh, Trump is the Messiah. No, he's not. He's a man. He's not a Messiah. He may be the one that God has chosen, just like David or Solomon or Hezekiah. Pick someone. But he is not our Messiah. I believe he gets his strength from God. I believe he has been baptized with the Holy Spirit. I honestly believe, and I said this in another video, he is the only person on this entire earth that could take all of those roars and slings and mocking and still stay steadfast. Steadfast in the Lord. He's the only president in my lifetime I've heard speak about the Lord and say Merry Christmas again and all those types of things. I believe, yes, he's flawed, so am I. So am I. I've done things that aren't that great. You probably have too. But so what? I'm flawed. That's like a cat. Be the perfect cat. It's still going to shed. That's what a cat does. Well, that's what people do. They make mistakes and they do wrong things. So that's how it is. That's why Jesus was on the cross and we are all saved from hell. I pray, and I've also prayed whenever I think about it. It's probably too late now, but for HRC and all of those people's, Podesta, all of those people's souls. Because God knows they need it. I pray that they see God one more time and this time not turn from Him. Jesus died for them too. And just because they're evil, it doesn't mean evil is in them, doesn't mean they're possessed, but they're evil. That's what God came to save us from, hell, evil. So I've been praying for those people. And we know 100 million or so people voted for my stepdaddy. Why are we letting 100,000 people or less control us? Because we are good people and we believe in good and we believe people wouldn't tell us things that weren't true. So we go along. Well, like Mike says, we will not comply anymore. That's it. It's over. It's done. They can just live in their little fantasy land. Their time is coming to an end. I know a little bit about fear myself. Sorry, this is a little long. I know someone very well. They tried to put me in jail twice for false charges. It's hard to prove a negative. You can't prove you didn't do something. It's really hard. But the months leading up to the second and most important criminal trial, I was with the Lord a lot. War Room came out. I was with my ladies group. I would get up at 5:30 in the morning to hear Pastor Melinda, her last name escapes me, on the radio, on the phone, live. Lots of things happened to me those 3 or 4 months. And the thing that scared me, my fear, came from losing my daughter. Because if you're in jail, you lose your kids. That's how it is. And when I finally submitted and said, Lord, if I'm supposed to be in jail, then I will minister at jail. I know you will take care of her. If not me, you will find someone to take care of her. I'm no longer afraid. Then all of a sudden, everything got really quiet. And I had all this extra time during the day because it had been preoccupying me and I didn't even realize it totally. But we had the trial. It went an hour longer than it was supposed to, and I was declared not guilty. I got up, I went out of the courtroom, and in the hall I hit my knees in front of everybody, and I thanked God for showing me that my daughter and I are still supposed to be together. And I thanked Him. And I prayed, second the judge started speaking, His will be done. I will go with Him. I will go along with it. I will not fight you. But so we all have our fears. We all have had terrible things that have scared us. And we can overcome it. We can't listen to the fear. We cannot. We can't listen to the doubt. We can't listen to the BS. We can't listen to the roar. Because when the lion roars, you got to roar back. You got to roar back, people. Roar back. You don't stand there and go, and turn around and go, oh, well, I don't know. Well, I have to prove I'm right. No, you don't. You don't have to prove you're right. God is with you. You don't have to prove anything. Jesus didn't prove anything. Neither do you. You don't have to prove anything. And I thank God for this channel, Liberty Warrior 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, that we are all like-minded people, that we all believe the same things, that we come to each other for assistance and help and prayer and whatever it is that we need. Because God is in our lives. It's really hard, I know sometimes, with all this fake, vacations and everything going around, and you hear things. Well, you don't know if those things are true. We really don't. I'm going to find out about the planes because I'm going out on 4th of July to where I camp out. I'm going out to Mount Rushmore. And I'm going to find out for myself what the thing is with the planes. I don't really care. Whatever it is, God's going to take care of it. And I'm going to get there and I'm going to see you guys. So please, please come out. Do ignore, the roar. And roar back. The lions do not expect another lion to roar back. They don't. So we have to roar back. Yeah, we do. We need to roar back. So I wanted to tell you that today. I just felt compelled to tell you about fear and all the different things that have slipped from memory. It's like, yeah, I forgot all about that. That's the devil. But don't worry. If it's not taken care of here on earth, it'll be taken care of elsewhere. So I want to tell you guys not to fear. It's been said, I believe Craig has said it, and I believe Jeff Riddle has said it, that fear is in the Bible 365 times. Once a day. Every day. Every year. Every decade. Every century. So we must realize that and keep that close to our heart and our brains. So don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. You know what's right. You know what's in your gut. You know what's right. And if you can't find anybody to talk to about it, family or whatever, get online. Find somebody. Find our group. Find another group. Call an 800 number prayer line. Whatever you got to do. Get the Bible out yourself. Because we're not going down. It's getting close. It's getting very close. 3 gorges down. The turbines are clogged up with red clay, I'm told. Cannot be removed. It's a matter of time. When that goes, I understand that's the beginning of the flood. Actual and metaphorically. So, I love you guys. I will see you. I don't know if I'll see you tonight, but I will see you very soon on Liberty Warrior. Subscribe to me and let me know what you think of this so I can, see what's going on with you guys. Again, I love you and I will see you later, and fear not.